Yeah.
You ready?
I'm cool.
Cool. Yo, it's your boy Rambo is talking here right now on the Sweet Talking Podcast, the podcast where everyone and everything is sweet. I am a host for today and all days. Rambo is talking here with Tyree Ree on the brand.
Tyree on the brand here. We've got a new guest here today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What's going on, guys? It's BlackmanDaTraveller, and I'm an up-and-coming travel blogger from East London.
Okay, powerful.
Okay.
Powerful.
How would you describe like what a travel blogger is to like the people that don't know?
Travel blogger is someone that travels the world and that understands different cultures and ethnic backgrounds and religion. Someone that tries different type of food delicacies that another culture holds. Yeah.
Okay. Where did your name come from? Like, where did it originate from?
So my real name is Amir. But Blackman was like, so basically, I used to call myself T-Boy when I was young.
Okay.
Because I was tall when I was a boy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like everyone's got
It works.
Everyone's got their own names, and then eventually I said to myself, I need to change my name. So I was like 14. I was going to school in secondary school, so I looked myself in the mirror and I realised I'm black.
Bro.
I know I'm a bit silly, innit?
Big talk.
I realised I was black, and I was like, okay, what goes with black? Then I had like a little bum fluff, and I saw hair, so I said, Black man.
Okay.
Yeah, that just stuck by my little name when I was a teenager. And then when I started YouTube, literally last year, I just added Traveller.
Okay. And what was the first place you went?
Oh, the first place I ever went was to Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
That's a nice place.
Yeah. First time I went Miami was in 2014. That was when I met my partner.
Okay, yeah.
And then when I started to travel was when I moved out to Australia 2 years ago.
Australia.
Yeah.
What's that like down there, bro? I see about that place there. I don't know, man. That's looking like there's a lot going on in that. Bare creatures and them things.
I've seen kangaroos. I've killed a couple of snakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poisonous ones.
Yeah. Brown
in
snake.
the yard and that.
I lived in a farm for like 5 or 6 months in the middle of nowhere.
What, the outback shack and that.
Australia is Australia is beautiful, but it's got a lot of there's a lot of racism there. Yeah, I've been honest with you. Yeah, a lot of racism. Australians don't really see interracial relationships in it. Because my partner's from South America.
Okay.
So when they see a black person with a white person, straight away they're looking at you. But if they see it like two black people, they ain't gonna care. So Australians are a bit back forward in terms of like education. You know what I mean?
It's a beautiful country.
Like ignorant, you're saying that.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful country, man.
And was that what kind of sparked the traveling, or?
Yeah. So basically, what happened is, So the reason why I moved to Australia, because before I went, let's just say something personal almost happened to me. So I skipped death a couple of times in my area. Yeah. I got stabbed twice. Almost got shot 3 times in 3 different days in a row.
3 days in a row.
Yeah, I know, man.
That's a mad week.
That means like people like
So basically, let's say today I almost got shot. Yes, tomorrow I almost got shot, and Sunday almost got shot. Yeah. So when that happened to me, I thought I need to leave the country, innit? So I left the country. Yeah. I changed my perspective of life in Australia.
Okay, that's real stuff, man.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Do you like have a certain reason for choosing particular countries?
So what I do, I pick countries that no person of color goes to, innit?
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if you know any brothers or sisters that go to Australia. I don't know anyone.
You
know what I mean? No. So I went to Turkey as well. I've done a little documentary. So I went to some random villages, filmed over there. I went to one of the most dangerous ghettos in Istanbul in Turkey.
Swear down.
Myself. Yeah. I got a video on YouTube.
Show you loving that.
Dangerous in what way?
In terms of, it's one of the worst neighborhoods in Istanbul.
Okay.
So let's just say it's equivalent to the Brixton and the Peckham, the Stratford.
What's it called?
Talabasi. Yeah, I got a video that on YouTube. So what happened is I thought, let me go there, but I'm not gonna lie, I was shit in my pants, bro.
Swear down.
Must be scared.
After you just come getting shot in London and that.
Nah, you know what it is? Because over there they got AK-47s.
Okay, they got the real one.
The big boy thing.
So you gotta go through security to go to the ghetto.
Okay.
And it's so weird in Turkey because like the ghettos is there, then you got $1 million houses opposite the road.
Okay.
So the security there.
Similar.
So I done some filming there, and that was different.
Okay, it sounds different still.
Yeah.
Man's in the slums, the ghettos and that. I'm saying they show you love out there though. Like
in Turkey, they showed love because they don't really, outside of Istanbul, there's no black people. So when I was walking in the street, people were giving
like
me
a
free,
celebrity and that.
Yeah, like they were giving me free juice. They were asking me where I'm from. They were more intrigued. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't really see black people around the area.
Yeah. That's the main reason why.
It was like just foreign and stuff.
It's foreign. So basically, for us to go there, I think it's good because you're educating yourself.
But what's your ethnicity?
So originally, my mum's full Ugandan. My father's half Tanzanian and half Rwanda.
Yeah. And have you gone back there yet?
I've been Uganda like 4 years ago.
Okay.
How many countries have you been to in total?
Fuck. Too many.
Too many. Go do a number. You gotta give us a number.
Like,
You gotta give us a number.
Yeah, like
Number.
roughly.
Pluck one out. Pluck one out.
I would say like maybe more than 13.
More than
Okay.
30.
Yeah. I think I've been to every continent apart from like the Central Asian part.
You don't really business with like the European countries. You just like to go.
I've been,
out.
yeah, I love it all like that. For example, I've been to Argentina like 10 times.
Yeah,
Swear
Argentina. I saw
down.
that.
That's a different
Buenos
angle.
Aires,
Yeah, I've been there. I've been Brazil as well.
Brazil.
Yeah, I went to one favela, but oh shit, my pants as well.
Swear
man.
down.
Yeah, Brazil's a bit dangerous.
How
man.
do you get there though? Do you just go yourself, or you need
Nah,
to
so
chat
what
to
happened
someone?
is,
Need
when I
the
went
green
to
light.
Brazil, I took a flight from Buenos Aires, innit? Because next door.
Yeah.
But when I went to the favela, I took the risk.
You just walked in there like,
I walked in there,
bro.
but this was like years ago.
You just walked in, and what did you expect when you walk in?
So basically, I had like a little GoPro.
Okay.
This is way before I was filming. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when I went, I thought, okay, I'm gonna go and film, and my partner was like, okay, you have fun.
Yeah.
So she clocked the code 10 because she's from South America.
Okay.
So she didn't enter the favela. So I walked up the stairs because you got to walk up the stairs. And literally, I'm a black guy, I got a GoPro, and everyone was smoking cigarettes. I remember. So as soon as I
Saw a
walked in,
red dot on
everyone
his
just looked
chest,
at me
innit?
like this,
Yeah.
and nobody was talking to me. So I was like, "Hey, tutu bang!" No one said nothing.
They
I
thought
was
you was
okay.
lost in it.
I was like, "Yeah, it's time to go."
Yeah.
So literally, I just ran down the stairs.
Very
and-
hostile.
Swear.
Did you feel the hostility in the air?
I ran straight away. Yeah, man, I was scared.
Was there kids in that?
There was everything there, but kids, dogs,
It's
weirdos.
How's the food over there in Brazil? and
I
that
just
stuff?
walk in the block and
This
that.
was good.
Mad.
They got good meat.
The good meat.
Yeah, good meat. As in like food.
Yeah. No,
Nah, they got beautiful girls.
I like the food as well. I can't lie.
Nah, shout out the Brazilian girls, man. They got beautiful girls, man.
I can imagine stuff.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
What's
Can't say
the
certain
best
stuff.
food you've had in the countries you've been to?
Best food. Oh, I would say Argentina got beautiful steak.
The steak, and I heard about the
Good
steak
beef in
still.
Argentina.
Yeah,
I don't really eat
yeah.
steak, but
Yeah,
I
they
heard
got
about
some
the
very good
Argentina
steak in
steak.
Argentina.
They love meat in it.
you guys like steak?
They love with
Yeah,
How do you
go
get that steak
Argentina,
down?
man.
How do you get that steak down?
Medium.
Slow down.
Yeah.
I'm on a medium
know,
well
how
right
about
now.
you?
I'm moving up. I used to be straight well done, yeah, but then I
Well
deeped
done.
it. I
Well,
used to,
that's
innit?
burn.
Yeah, I had to. Whoa, you're coming from the black household and that.
Yeah.
Well
Medium.
done to everything in it. So then I was like, cool, let me start moving up.
Yeah.
Medium well. I soon touched the medium though. Man, not on the blood thing though. innit?
No.
Not on the blood thing.
I don't really eat steak. I don't really have an opinion. So,
Steak.
no, but I heard it's good though.
Slap him with
yeah.
some chips. You know what I'm saying? Good to
It
go,
says in
man.
your Instagram bio that you're a raw adventurer and that you're not your average blogger.
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
mean
that's
by
right.
that? What does that mean?
So basically, I don't know. For example, when you guys watch travel content, yeah, a lot of bloggers make materialistic content.
Okay.
So for example, where you from originally?
Originally, I'm Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
But what about you? Alright, let's say for
Same.
example, yeah, I would make a video. I'll go to Montego Bay. I'll go to Kingston, Spanish Town,
Come
whatever.
on.
So let's say I'll make a content in Jamaica, yeah, but I'm gonna use drones. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay in the resorts and that.
Okay.
So when I say not your average blogger, I'm the type of person. I'll go to Spanish Town.
Okay.
I might not have a link in Spanish Town, but I'll take that risk.
Inspired
But then
by
I'll
that.
talk to the local people.
It's real life.
I'll go to the reggae festivals. I'll do what the tourists won't do. So I'll do raw backpacking. That's what I do.
Oh, that does
So
make sense.
the whole concept of BlackmanDaTraveller, it's not just about traveling, innit? It's about trying to get to your destination. That's the whole concept of my
So on the deeper thing,
on the deeper things. That's the whole
maybe.
meaning of it.
because people like to show the tourist attraction in terms
Correct.
of Montego Bay and not
The
the really
glorious bits.
the
Yeah,
glorious
yeah,
bits,
yeah, yeah.
not the actual where the struggle really is. And obviously you want to build that
Where the
struggle.
culture was
100%.
built on
And
that.
that's what you're trying to do. Obviously, I can see.
100%.
Yeah.
Have you been to Jamaica?
No, I had a chance to go. I didn't go
Wow.
Jamaica's
because
amazing.
they told me that it was a bit dangerous. But I was young, innit? I ended up in the Bahamas. I almost got killed in the Bahamas as well.
This guy nearly died back times, man.
You must be lit. Like you must get like an energy, a pump of it, no?
you
Like,
know what?
I'm lucky to be alive. Let me flip it.
You know what happened in Bahamas? So basically, it's the first time I went to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And I was there with two white guys. Mate, this is the first time I started hitchhiking.
Yeah.
So one white guy said to me, "You're gonna hitchhike."
What, as in like,
Yeah.
come up, get the whip and that?
Yeah, and I was like, "Bro, I'm from East, man. We don't do that stuff." He's like, "Nah, man, we're gonna jump in random people's cars." So I was in Nassau in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Just jumped in some random person's car, and the guy said, "Yo, Benjamin, where you going?" I don't even know where I'm going. But the white guy said, "Yeah, we're going downtown." So we ended up downtown. The guy gave us some weed, we smoking in the back of his car, calm. And then there was another time I hitchhiked again, it was calm. And then it was late. I was trying to go back to my hostel. And then I saw two guys from a distance. but they
10
were
steps ahead.
they were looking at us a bit funny.
And you clocked off early.
Yeah,
The East mindset. The East mindset.
So
He was plugged in. He was plugged in.
I was already, I was ready,
Yeah,
but these two white guys, they were coconuts. They didn't know
They're
what's
behind.
happening.
They're always behind though.
Yeah, they're behind. They were lacking it. They were lacking.
Yeah.
And you got to get them up to speed.
So I was like, mate, I think these guys are following us. I give it, nah, we're not.
Oh,
man.
my days.
We're on holiday, blah, blah,
They're not trying to
blah.
hear it. They're not trying to hear it.
So I was like, okay. Mate, I used to do 100 meters, so I can run. So
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
you're
okay.
gone.
So I'm good. I just gotta run you, man.
Yeah, so basically, I'm walking, and then I turned back, and then they were a bit far. So then I carried on walking, and I thought, so I said to myself, Amir, turn around again. So I turn around again, they're quite close. I'm like, wow, these guys are quick. so then I carried on walking, and then I just turned around again 5 minutes later, and I just see a glass just hit my hand. So I turned around, the guy goes, what the blood clot? Boom, glass hit my hand. I looked down, blood's dripping. Then I looked up, and the guy pulled out machete.
What?
And I'm like, run, innit? So I just started running. So then the tall guy ran, because he was a bit tall, like some white Australian guy. Then there was some fat white Zimbabwe guy.
Yeah.
He was a bit slow, so I was trying to like, I've got a pizza in my hand, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm running with a pizza in my hand. So I
dash
chucked
that pizza,
the pizza in the floor.
Yeah.
I wanted the pizza, innit? But then I'm clocking everything.
Yeah.
So then I'm running. I chucked the pizza on the floor.
Was you a bit rattled when the glass hit your hand? You was rattled on your head?
Mate, I was gone, innit?
Okay.
But at the same time, I just had to understand what's happening.
You have to be alpha.
You know what I mean? So I'm running, and then we split. And then the guy knows the hostel, so he's going to the hostel. I've ended up at some next person's house. I jumped over the fence. There's a dog trying to bite me. The guy's got the machete. He's trying to chop my hand. He's trying to rob me. So I'm like, everything's happening too quick.
Still chasing you,
Mate,
like-
still chasing me. And then after what happened is, then I just hid in the garden. I jumped my car. I've jumped on the road, and then they've come out again. But they've come out in the car. Yeah, so they come out in the car. And then they're chasing me like on the high road. So I'm just screaming, help, help, help. No one's hearing nothing.
Swear down.
Mate, it's pitch dark. Yeah, then I've got to the hostel now. Police come. Then the youths robbed other people that was in my hostel.
No way.
Yeah, it was a big commotion. That was the scariest shit I've happened.
Is that the scariest thing that's
That's
happened
the
to you?
scariest-
And what country was that in again?
That was in Bahamas, bro.
Bahamas.
Yeah, that was in
So
Nassau.
what was it? What they were trying to rob you, or they just
Trying to rob us.
They weren't trying to...
and they weren't trying to talk. They weren't on a talking thing. It's just straight
Mate, they
action.
pulled out a machete, bro. Like, when
Straight.
when I saw the machete, I was gone, innit?
Yeah.
So,
But would you say like all the like traumatic experience you went through like here?
Yeah.
It's kind of normalized. Like that's a
It's
thing.
kind
Like,
of normalized, but it kind of awake in terms of like traveling. Because when you go through certain trials and tribulations over here, you should be strong enough mentally. Like when you go abroad, you should be able to carry yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
because that situation for a normal person could just
yeah,
mess them up. But for
100%.
you, like,
Yeah.
was it
Get
just?
caught on the like you was ready. As
I
you were
was
saying, you was
ready.
ready.
Yeah.
Some people obviously, as you said, those white guys were not ready. They're trying to take you for a joke.
100%.
But like things around us, like us man know here.
Yeah.
If someone's saying something's going down,
You just
listen,
talk-
you know,
take their word
listen.
for it, innit?
You talk about it after, you know what I'm saying?
100%, but
Yeah.
they were confused,
They
innit?
were
So
confused, and it's not really that thing.
Would you say like obviously you've had some dangerous experience? What would you say have been some experiences in like other countries that made you just, you know what I'm saying, made you feel good?
What's it called?
You
Nirvana.
know what I'm saying? Like
Nirvana.
ladies came up and hugged you. You know what I'm saying? Like
There was a
you know
story
that
when I
good
was-
feeling. Like
there was a story when I was hitchhiking in Turkey, and then fucking
Hitchhiking, like when you guys do this.
yeah.
big. That's big. Does
I'm
it
weird,
really works?
man.
It really
Yeah.
works.
No, I hear that. That's live.
I'll tell
What's the
you a story,
success rate?
yeah.
What's the
So,
success rate?
So my success rate is high. So basically, I was hitchhiking in Turkey, and then I jumped in 4 different random cars.
Okay.
I was getting from Istanbul to Ankara. The 4th guy was a cheeky one, so he dropped me in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
He said to me, "Yep, Ankara is this way, mate. I'm like 4 hours away.
What hours?
What do you want me to do? Walk? I'm in the middle of nowhere."
You knew that was where I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
So he's like, "Oh, I need to go top up my petrol." I said, "No problem, but let me jump in your car because it's getting a bit dark." So the guy left me on the street. Then it was getting a bit dark, and then there was like a little village ghetto around the corner. Dogs are barking. I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's raining. My battery's low. Thank God I got a portable charger. I'm thinking kind of heading it.
Yeah, have to.
I'm putting up my phone. People can't see me because I'm black,
Yeah.
and it's pitch black in Turkey.
Yeah.
So I've got no high vis on. Police were stopping at me. They're telling me, yeah, come, but then they just want to take a picture. Then they drove off. So
What?
Swear down.
They want to take a picture of you?
yeah. With me, then it was a bit weird. And then literally I got stuck there. And then it was either I sleep on the road, I go to that village ghetto stuff, whatever, and actually communicate with them. Hopefully they don't rob me.
Yeah.
If not, I just have to pay someone off to drop me back. So what happened is I was stuck there for 6 hours on the M-way until 12 o'clock midnight. And it was piss raining. And then I used my head I use the internet because I always got data.
Yeah.
I travel, so I just types mini cabs, whatever. I pay the guy £50, 2 hours away from Istanbul to pick me up, and then 2 hours back to come back. So that was one of the
You
scariest.
sound like you go through it, man, a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's like you go out these countries, put your life on the risk. But you always seem to find your way back home.
Always.
So that's
That's mad.
That's a fuel.
So what keeps you doing it then? Is it outweighs like all the good stuff, obviously outweigh all them experiences there.
So basically, the main reason why I started this thing is to be the first person of colour from inner city London, like I said before, to start a trend. But I'm trying to bring all of us aboard as well. So I've got a clothing line as well called BlackmanDaTraveller coming out. I've got my website as well that's in partnership with my clothing line.
Yeah.
So the reason why, what's making me want to do this, I want to start something for people of colour in terms of black people, Asian people, Caucasian, and start a trend for people to look up to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because already the UK, we're already smashing it in terms of drill music.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of acting, John Boyega and Daniel, they're smashing it as well.
Yeah.
So there's no one in a person of colour that's doing it in terms of travelling. So that's what's going to
be the first to do that.
In this industry, basically.
Yeah.
What do you set to achieve from all these countries you go to? Like, what do you look to achieve? For example, like when you went to Turkey, what is it? What did you go to set out to do in Turkey?
So my aim was, original plan, I went to Turkey for 2 weeks. And what happened is I ended up staying there for an extra week for 3 weeks. So my plan was to go from Istanbul all the way to Syria.
Syria?
Yeah, that was the original plan.
Okay.
So to go from Istanbul all the way to Syria, to the Syrian border.
Okay.
And to maybe enter Syria and film the Syrian refugees. So that was the whole concept. So my aim was to be the first black person to go all the way to Syria, film, and show people like they're still suffering, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at least I can get some recognition in terms of like the entertainment wise and show people, look, like, you know, there's no person of colour that's doing that. So I didn't accomplish that because obviously my phone got stolen in a hostel accidentally. I left my phone somewhere. I got stuck in Turkey for fucking 3 or 4 days. But my goal was to accomplish that. But obviously I did achieve certain stuff.
Yeah.
So, it happens like that on the journey, just on the adventure, you achieve stuff that you don't seem to set out to achieve. Yeah.
That is mad. That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, you've had a lot of negative experiences, but you obviously keep going. So, what are some of the experiences that, like, that could happen and then this happened and it's just like, I forgot everything that just happened, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, one thing I realised about travelling, you humble yourself. Because I've humbled myself as a person. I was more like gang, whatever, road. But when I met so many people and I've actually seen poverty, bro.
You see the different outlooks they have on life.
In Turkey, I've seen poverty. In Argentina, in the slums, I've seen poverty. In Brazil, in Uganda, I've seen poverty.
Dead broke poverty, like poverty that's nowhere near us.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
we live in the blocks, whatever, but that's not really a ghetto. You know what I mean? I've seen people picking up rubbish on the floor and they're eating from that, bro. So when I'm going to these countries, I'm educating myself. And I'm actually appreciating where I come from. So that's one of the most things that I've learned from traveling. You just humble yourself.
Yeah, being humble is amazing.
100%.
See, when you're out there, how do you ensure that, like, see when you're filming these people, how do you make sure that your intentions are pure, like you're not just filming them on that mockery or for some clout thing? You're literally interested in their culture, what they're doing, but you know, some people might go out there and just be like, look, I'm with the poverty, like,
so
you know what I'm saying?
To what I do a lot of research before I go to certain places.
Okay.
And then I don't film random people. First of all, I always get data. I use Google Translate and I always get their consent.
Okay.
So I'm not going to put some random kid, some random guy. But look, I do travel content. If they don't understand English, Google Translate always helps somehow. I'll be like, look, I'm trying to do this. It's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit you. So that's another way that I communicate. And then in terms of mockery, I don't really, don't know if you saw my stuff, I don't really mock people. I just do everything from the heart. So I just try to keep it pure and raw.
You're literally just trying to capture the moment, capture what you're seeing.
Try to capture the moment.
And obviously show us to the viewers and stuff.
Like there was one time when I was in Turkey, I don't know if you saw my Instagram, I was in Izmir.
I think with those little kids.
No, that was in the ghetto.
Okay,
that was in the ghetto in Istanbul. Okay. So I was in Izmir. This is when like, I was holding a gun or something.
Okay, I saw the guy big with the little bullet. The bullets.
So what happened is I'm walking and then this guy says to me, "Where you from?" I'm like, "Bruv, like, come on, man, I'm in Turkey."
But on the Aggie thing,
but I'm like, man, I'm in Turkey, man. Like, people ask me where I'm from. So I'm like, I'm from London. He said, whereabouts? I said, I knew him. I'm thinking this guy doesn't probably watch. So I'm like East. He said, so because I had my camera on me. So I thought, okay, if he's gonna try to rob me, I'm gonna I'm gonna stand my ground.
Yeah.
I don't care but he was by himself, but it was a big fella.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, come film in my shop." I'm like, "Bro, I'm alright, man." He said, "Come film in my shop." But he's been so consistent.
Yeah.
I said, "Bro, like you never seen a black guy with a camera before."
Yeah.
So obviously, cool, fuck it. I'm walking with him anyway. And then his shop's like near the beach.
Okay.
And he said to me, "Oh, have you seen a gun before?" So, brother, like,
I'm thinking in my head now.
Yeah.
On a fight or flight thing.
yeah. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I've seen a gun before.
Yeah.
I've almost got shot 3 times, and I've held a gun in my past.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, okay, come. Do you want to do some filming?" So I walked in the shop now, and then but it wasn't his gun; it was his brother's, isn't it?
Did you feel like he was being genuine at the
He
moment?
was being genuine because I was observing his body language.
Okay.
Forget the way he was
It's good.
talking.
No,
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
I always observe body
Yeah,
language.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, he was a bit nervous as well.
Okay.
The way he was
Yeah.
talking to me because the way I was responding back.
Yeah.
And then it was his brother's gun because in Turkey you need to have a license to have a strap.
Okay.
And he's like, "Come." So I've gone in the shop now and then all showing me the bullets and all this. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and it was real bullets.
Yeah,
And then he said to me, after the video, he's like, "Oh, be careful, the police are gonna come." I'll put the gun straight down. I'm not gonna get nicked in Turkey.
Imagine that.
So I was like, nah, man. That was one of the weirdest things that
Yeah,
happened to
yeah,
me. in
yeah,
Turkey.
yeah. Did you shoot it?
Nah.
Because then it was just
I
over.
was shit in my pack. If I shoot down, please come, I'm getting nicked.
Yeah.
And I
They're
don't know what
therefore
it's-
snitching
I don't know
on
what-
you.
yeah,
It was
man,
the
it's the
black
black
man.
guy.
It was the
It's the
black
black
man,
guy.
innit? I don't know if you're like religious or anything, but
Yeah.
has there been like a moment where you're in a country or something's happened and it's made you think like this is more than like, you know what I'm saying? Life is mad, you know what I'm saying? You're seeing some mad scenery, you're
There's a
like, you
term
know
for
what I'm
that,
saying?
man.
Something, there's a higher being going on
Yeah,
there
yeah,
because
yeah,
this
there's
is
a term for
this
that.
is mad, you
When
know
I
what I'm saying?
almost got killed in Bahamas with a machete.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I was praying to God, man.
yeah,
I was like, please make sure this guy don't catch me, man.
yeah,
That's one of the scariest life or death situations.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
had.
The
yeah.
machete in front of you, glass. I just don't know how to feel. But you know what I'm saying? Like your instincts kicking over.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
if you wasn't in these trenches we were talking about, you literally would have just.
yeah.
What would you do? What would you do?
What I do?
You never know.
So,
though.
so let's say you're with 2 white guys, not being like
Yeah,
discriminating.
yeah. Say what it is.
But like you're with 2 white guys,
Yeah.
yeah. And let's say you 2 are together, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say like it's 4 of you, and you 2 and the 2 other white guys, and you 2 are like got this road mentality.
Yeah.
So when you're looking back every 5 minutes and you're
Yeah.
like, look, I think these 2 guys are following us. Like, what's your
Gotta do
what's
the
your
sly
what's
look
your
back
first
though. You
instinct?
do
Got a
the
slide
one
look back.
No, the little side eye thing.
I want
Yeah.
them to think that I'm not clocking what
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
doing. That's
Okay.
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
And
I
obviously,
see
if I'm
that,
putting
yeah, I
this
see
in,
that.
I'm gonna tell Rambo like
yeah.
something's ob's going down. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And then obviously, if I'm seeing the sitch and they're getting closer and closer, gaining road on me, then I go activate.
See, in ends, it's usually you wait till you
could
bust a
even-
young turn and then you just
yeah,
dash.
young turn. I don't know if
But
I'll
you're in another
confront them.
country. Don't forget
That's
that.
what I'm
bro.
saying.
You're in
In
another
ends,
country.
but
But I'm
in
not in
another
another country.
country.
I'm not confronting them.
If you go the wrong turn, you, like you're
The thing is, if I don't even know where I am as well, it's tricky. Obviously, I'm just trying to gain yards away from them, and I'm not
Cool.
confronting them.
So
I'm
my
not
man shut the
confronting
glass, and then the machete's got pulled out. What'd you do straight away?
oh god,
them. I'm gone, man. I have to be gone. I have to be gone.
god.
But if we're outnumbered as well. Wait, we got 4 and 2.
Nah, but
Mate, there was
they
more
got a
of us than
machete.
them.
You got a machete
You got a machete.
and a broken glass bottle.
But don't forget, I didn't know, Bob. I don't know where I was running to.
yeah,
that's
you're
what
just
I'm
running in it.
So that's what I'm saying. In your head, you're probably rattled
So-
thinking,
Yeah,
what do I
yeah,
do?
They know the hostel because
Yeah,
they've been
yeah,
there
yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
This is my second night,
They know your left and your right turn.
so I don't know nothing. So
Yeah.
what you guys gonna do?
I just think
I'm running.
I try
I'm doing what you're doing.
I try
Jeff.
keep on the mains.
Keep
but-
on the mains.
That's what I tried to do.
Yeah,
Then I
but then
had
the
to
mains
split.
are running out, innit?
The mains are running out. You got off of a
But the
garden.
Caribbean, yeah, but they got some long roads.
Yeah.
And sometimes you ain't getting nowhere.
You're still
just
seeing them,
run,
innit?
run,
Like it's
run.
just straight,
So-
it's
And
straight.
then just clear view of them. They just see
Nah,
you, bro.
and eventually you're like, cool.
And
I
all
gotta
you've
bust
seen is-
some sort of turn
Mate,
in
all
it.
you seen is houses on the right,
Yeah,
house on the
yeah,
left.
yeah.
So
That
I
is
don't
mad
know,
sweet.
man. I don't know, man.
So I'm saying, see, you jump into the garden and then the garden's just mash this.
That's what I done.
Could've-
So
that's what I'm saying.
I jumped in the garden. It's pitch black, but then there's a dog there. But then you're trying to
Yeah.
chill, but then the guy's still trying to jump over the fence with a machete.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with 2 things: the guy's trying to kill you, and the dog's just trying to
moving
fucking rip you off.
know them Caribbean dogs.
Yeah. So, but that was a scary moment, man.
In terms of like beauty wise, have you ever been to a country that was so beautiful that made you deep? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll say Poland.
Poland.
Yeah,
Poland.
Poland, yeah, man.
In terms of
Poland.
scenery.
Poland was beautiful in terms of scenery.
Yeah.
Fucking racist, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no. That's
Fair,
that was the next question I was going to ask you. What's the most racist country you've been to?
Poland, man.
Poland?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Poland.
I'm not going to
Love hate thing is a love hate. Like they got the nice country,
The
but then
Marmite,
it's like
You know
kind
what
of
it is?
country.
Polish girls, I don't care. Polish girls, they're beautiful, bro.
Yeah,
They
there's some
love
nice ones.
chocolate, bro.
They
love
love the Eastern
chocolate.
European
They
girls.
love
do
chocolate.
They do.
Guys.
Yeah.
They do.
I will tell you a story. So basically, I'm in Poland now. I just got there, got to the airport. Everyone's looking at me. I'm like, fuck me, bro.
You're saying everyone's looking at you when you get to these countries, man.
But it's like Poland's just like looking at me. But then the lady in immigration, she was so humble. She was like, "Oh, are you from London?" Okay, so she's like asking me questions. I've jumped in the cab now. The cab man's not even Polish. She's from Ukraine. Poland got a lot of Eastern European or Central European immigrants over there.
Okay.
Because apparently the economy's doing well, something. So I'm just there, whatever. He's talking to me. We've exchanged like Instagrams or whatever. And I've gone to Warsaw. Since I've gone to Warsaw, everyone's looking at me. I'm like, fuck. I was the only black person, bro, that I saw that day. I was there for 3 days. I went there for Friday until Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there for the weekend. Then I went to one club in Poland. I tried to get in. Apparently, it's the only club in Poland that plays hip hop.
Okay.
So I've done a little research. Cool. Got in there. The security guard's not even looking at me. Hello, can I get a ticket? Put his hand, stand there. Bruv, like, can I get a ticket? I want to go inside. They didn't acknowledge me. And then there was a bunch of girls that said to me, "Oh, I like the way you dress." I said, "Yeah, okay, cool, whatever." Add me up on Instagram. And the security guard's like, "Where you from?" So he's come back out. He said, "Where you from?" I said, "Oh, I'm from London. Come here." Because I said London, he's thinking money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. So I've got in the club now.
Yeah.
All the Polish guys are looking at me, whatever. Polish girls are looking at me, the dancing, whatever. I'm doing my thing, chilling.
It was a hostile environment.
It was, yeah, man. It was cool. It was interesting.
The music was playing. So
and then what happened is the music's coming out. They're playing Pop Smoke. These Polish guys.
Yeah.
they know all the lyrics, man. They saying everything. Like, welcome to my party.
Yeah.
I'm standing there thinking,
Yeah, the N-word, bare N-words flying.
the N-words, so like, but when they say N-words, they're starting looking at me, but they're starting they're saying it, but they're moving.
No,
But
that
I'm by
one there,
myself,
it's not
innit?
like that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Polish guys are heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy,
Mate,
bro. They're strong.
They're packing, bro. They're heavy.
packing.
So I'm there, I'm like, oof, okay, cool. I can't fight because I'm by myself.
Can't fight everyone in there,
they're big,
but-
innit?
Yeah.
So I've come out the club now. One guy, then there's one Polish guy who's walked past me. So he must have, boom, he barged me
For no reason.
for no reason. So he's like, problem. I looked at him, I said, bruv, what the fuck you doing? And then he's like, kurwa. So kurwa means bitch in Polish, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm like, kurwa, like kurwa your mum. He said, kurwa? So we just like talking Polish. Kurwa. So I'm like, oh, shit's getting a bit sticky here.
Yeah.
So then he's raised his fist like this. He's like, kurwa, problem? I said, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And then another Polish guy must have come now, but he was bigger than him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh man, you're gonna get beaten up, bro.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm like, no problem, because I clocked everything. Innit?
Yeah.
And then he's like, kurwa, come here. So I've gone towards him, but then I've kept it a bit of a distance innit? Before if he tries to punch me, I can move it. Bystanders got involved. They were like, leave it alone. And the guy was like, the reason why I done that is because you're black. So the guy wanted to pick a fight with you. So I was like, cool. Then there was police officers over there. The police just stood there. They did not even intervene.
Just watching.
They were watching.
How does that make you feel? How did that make you feel knowing all of that at the time?
You know, it's just lack of education, bro. Because I think no one is born racist. It's all about your surroundings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one's born racist, bro. Whether you like it or not, all these Karens in America, they're not born racist. It's because they grow up in the environment.
That's
But don't you
racist.
feel like their education is like being taught to be racist in a way?
True, but you can't really blame them because when you're born as a
all they
baby,
know,
you
innit?
don't know what's right, what's wrong. You have to get educated to know what's right or wrong. So I don't think, you know what I mean?
I'm just confused at why that's their instinct to be very like
Yeah.
to be racist.
Generations,
Yeah,
innit?
But not-
it's just like their instinct to do that.
Yeah. But not everyone in Poland is racist.
Yeah.
But that's just a little bad experience I had. But overall, when I went to Krakow, another city, it's like a younger population. Everyone was cool.
Good
It
vibes.
was humble, it was good vibes. And then I jumped on the train from Warsaw to Krakow, and then I just got the stairs again because there was no coloured person on the train.
Yeah.
But Poland is beautiful in terms of like natural beauty. It's beautiful, bro.
You go by yourself on these.
By
journeys?
myself, man, by
always,
myself.
always.
Sometimes with my partner, but most of the time by myself.
Yeah. Have you been Thailand?
I've been Thailand.
What's that like?
It's sounding like more than 13 countries.
I'm trying to go to Thailand, man.
It
I
sounds
want to
like
go to
it's like
Thailand.
13. It's
I want to
not
be
like
backpacking in
what do you mean,
Thailand though.
One question. You're gonna go to Thailand for what?
Just like scenery and that.
Okay.
What?
I
What?
see the scenery.
No, because I said, yeah, because Thailand, people go for two things.
Talking
innit?
about the she-males and that.
And
No,
the
no,
prodigy.
yeah.
For the prodigy,
So you
yeah.
can go for the posies, or you can go to enjoy it.
Nah.
So I went there. I'll be real. I went there just to film
Yeah.
because I've never been to Southeast Asia. So when I went Thailand, it was beautiful, but be careful with these transvestites.
Yeah.
The
It's mad.
she-males.
There's a lot of them,
But I don't understand the body
Get low.
composition. Like,
mate.
China
so
and
basically,
Willy.
I'll tell you a story. I was in Kansan Road. I don't know if you heard of it. It's the biggest red light district in the world. One of the biggest.
What was it?
Tantan.
What, in Thailand?
No, Nana Plaza. I apologise.
Okay.
Nana Plaza.
Yeah.
So I've gone there. I've gone to film. There's a bunch of girls around me. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I've got my camera, I'm filming, whatever. Yo, guys, welcome to Thailand. Da, 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 da. One lady grabbed me by the thing.
By the side.
This is live on camera.
Yeah.
I said, hey, what you doing? She's like, chocolate. I said, no.
Days.
So I'm like, no, not now, man. Like,
Have you turned the camera off, man?
I'm filming it.
Yeah, I'm working, man.
And then she's like, chocolate, I said, no, man, like, move away. So then
days.
I'm walking out, and then I've gone past a bunch of lady boys. I'll read everything because females walk in a particular way, innit?
Yeah.
Females act in a particular way.
Yeah.
When a guy is gay, you could tell when a guy is gay because he kind of forces it. Not being discriminating or whatever.
Yeah.
You just
But
feel the energy.
you can tell in it, the energy, innit?
Yeah.
So obviously there's a bunch of girls. I looked at them, I'm like, hey, whatever. Hey, they're talking to me. And they're like, come. I'm like, it's not happening. They're like, come. I said, it's not happening. But I'm filming, innit? I said, I'll come to you, but whatever your intentions you think, it's not happening, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of guy. I don't do stuff on holiday and then stays on holiday. No.
Yeah.
I'll keep it real. So then they were like, okay, come. Oh, fuck me. So they've been so precise. So I come talking to them, whatever. And one of them tried to touch me on the shoulder. So okay, gave a little thumbs up. But that thumbs up thought like it was like the green
You're trying to
light.
initiate contact.
Yeah. So I was like, I see what you're doing, but please allow me. In Thailand, there's a lot of lady boys, but it's weird because a lot of them have been exploited in terms of the sex trade in Thailand.
Trafficking.
Yeah, it's very bad in
Immense.
Thailand. There's a lot of underage girls over there. But overall, Thailand is beautiful because they got a strong culture.
Okay.
Thai people, they've got a very strong culture.
I can imagine.
Hospitality
Cheap, like,
wise,
apparently when you get there,
mad
everything's cheap, like
cheap,
food
bro.
and
mad cheap.
that's when I
Mad
go there backpacking. I
Thailand
heard
is
there's like
beautiful.
animals and that.
Yeah.
You like animals and that?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I tried snake when I was in Vietnam.
Okay.
Eating it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a video on YouTube, that went viral. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Ate a snake.
snake.
Well, they
Yeah.
fried it up, deep fried that
Mate,
boy.
I'll tell you a story. So I went to Vietnam. First I went to Vietnam, then I went to Thailand after. Then I went to Myanmar last year. So when I went to Vietnam, there's a famous YouTuber called Bolden Bangkok. I don't know if you know him.
Okay, I'll take
English
a look.
guy.
Yeah.
There's one guy called Howard the Boulder as well. They've gone viral, so they're making millions right now on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Howard went to Vietnam and he tried snake. Snake is a Southeast Asian food delicacy. So I thought, okay, let me do it my way. So I went to this restaurant. People just stared at me. No black person there. The security guard came out with a little strap and that. He's like, oh, what are you doing? I said, YouTube. Language barrier straight away. I quickly got my fucking Google Translate. Look, before he starts doing something.
Before you get confused. When you get confused, they start moving.
Yeah. So then I've gone in now. I said, I want to try snake. I said, okay, come to the back. You can see the video on YouTube. So they've took me to the back now. And then there's like mini doors. Inside the mini doors, there's different type of snakes.
Okay.
The guys pulled out a cobra. I moved back.
What, is it alive?
It's alive.
Okay.
All the snakes are alive, bro.
Okay.
So he's got the cobra now. I'm like, yeah, all right, brother, yeah, it's not funny. Like put it back in.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, eat. I said, no way.
Live or eat?
I said, he said, eat this one. I said, no way, because in the bigger the snake, the more money it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
Because it weighs more, innit?
Yeah.
So I told him I said to him,
Snake, boy.
I said to him, I want a yellow belly snake, because I remember in Australia when I was picking watermelons in a farm, the snakes bite you, but they're not poisonous, innit? So then the guy was getting out, then he pulled out a python. I said, no, I'm all right. Then he got a yellow belly, and then you can see the whole transaction. He killed it. They cooked it as well. They gave me different type of snake menus. It was
I'm
weird.
gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, it was weird.
What does it taste like?
Tastes like chicken, bro.
That's what
everyone says. That every
Bro,
meat.
Every foreign animal tastes like chicken.
Bro, I swear to God, snake tastes like chicken, bro. I swear to
How
God.
did they cook it? Like, is it proper
So
fried?
basically what they done, they gave me 4 different type of things. They gave me snake spring rolls. That was disgusting. It was disgusting. Never eat that shit again. They gave me snake salad. That was even more disgusting. They gave me snake deep fried. That was interesting.
I heard that.
And then they gave me
That's interesting.
I heard that one.
and then they gave me some snake. It was weird because I think it was like the gut. And they were being so like precise to try it. I said, no way, I'm not trying this one because it looked funny, it smelled funny.
Yeah. They're trying to get you
But,
down.
I wouldn't have it again.
You wouldn't.
No way. I'll never recommend someone to try it.
That's a bush tuck and child thing,
Yeah,
boy.
I would never.
And how do you like fund your traveling and that? It's quite expensive, isn't it?
I swear to God, I was gonna ask that.
Nah, I didn't think there's a lot of money in it.
Lifestyle,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that you're doing right now,
So
man.
basically, the way I travel is, so I lived in Australia for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Australia, you can make a lot of money, bro. I definitely recommend you guys to go. If you're young, you gotta be 18 to 35. You gotta do like a working visa. Apply for your visa, you get it in 24 hours. So literally, I save my money from Australia, and then I'll just choose countries that are cheap in it. People think, oh yeah, this guy's rich. Bro, you can travel cheap. Like I do. You could travel materialistic. You can do the Dubais. And post up Instagram pics. I don't do that shit. Or you can travel cheap and actually save money and have more value for your money.
And experience stuff on a mad thing. You've been to so many countries as well.
Yeah.
So if you know that you're staying there for a long time, you'll try to look for some work there and that just...
I don't even work.
Oh, you don't even work?
No.
Okay.
I travel cheap. You don't understand.
Yeah,
I stay in hostels. I do homestays. I stay in people's houses. And then I do... I film. So I do like good reviews for them.
Yeah.
I take 24-hour bus journeys. If I was to go to Jamaica, I wouldn't even take a taxi. I'll take the bus. I'll take local transport.
Okay.
So I want to feel like a local. That's
feel
what
like
I
a
do.
local. That's what you're trying to get. Try to get that rapport with them so you can understand them.
100%.
Oh, that's lit, man. So obviously the Australia working set you up to do this, and then now it's like you got your merch and your YouTube trying to generate your own income,
100%.
and that's gonna set you up for more.
That's a sacrifice you're willing to take then. Back then. Oh, that's amazing.
Where to next?
So basically, I will be getting back to South America in June or whatever. Gonna go see the missus because she's out there.
Okay.
She's meant to come, but pandemic reasons and that. So I'm gonna go there, film. I want to go to one of the biggest slums in South America in Buenos Aires.
Okay.
I'm gonna film over there. Then I'm gonna go India for 4 months.
I saw the India and Pakistan 2021.
India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and maybe Nepal as well.
Okay.
So India, I'm gonna be based in India for 4 months.
Yeah.
And then there's
4 months.
4 months in India. I'm gonna travel around India. I'm gonna go to Pakistan for 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to go to the Pakistan-Afghanistan border to film as well.
Okay.
I've got some links out there that I met out traveling. I'm gonna do Bangladesh 2 weeks and Nepal. But when I go India, there's a famous African tribe called the Sahidis.
Okay.
They're the only African people that live in that part of the world, and they're only based in 2 countries, in India and Pakistan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to the village, film, and it's so weird. Like they're black like us, but they speak their language. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wanna document that, and I wanna show people, look, like there's black people like us, or people like us that live in there.
Yeah.
4 months is a long time. Do you ever feel like urges to not actually carry out the full term of 4 months? Like, do you want to go back home early and stuff? Is it hard to stay in there for 4 months?
What do you mean, like in India or
like
in
for
countries
example,
in
you
general?
say you want to go India for 4 months. Would you ever feel like, obviously you haven't done it yet, feel urges to not stay for the whole 4 months? Like maybe even get bored or anything, or feel like
You know what? I think India will be interesting because it's so big, bro. And one of the main reasons why I want to go India, because when you make, for example, you guys got a podcast, If you guys are up and coming like me, so you got a base in London, and then you got content and whatever. Then when you go to places like India and Pakistan, not a lot of digital people know this. India's one of the biggest countries in the world that watches the most YouTube.
Okay.
They're one of the biggest countries that watches the most podcasts as well. I think first is Americans, unless I'm wrong. So in terms of marketing wise, you need to go to these countries that actually
advertise your shit.
You know what I mean? So that's one of the main reasons why I'm going there, and obviously to show the beauty and natural beauty of India. 4 months will be more than enough for me to be there, because there'll be so much to film.
You're seeing it as just content, innit?
That's it.
That's a nice perspective you got.
I don't know, there might be another lockdown in 2021, but if I'm there, even if I get stuck there for 2 months, I've got enough content to last me for a couple more months. So I'm always trying to plan ahead.
That's amazing.
And obviously when you first started,
you
started obviously with like your GoPro and you're doing your thing. As you've gone by, you buying like more equipment, trying to make it more proper production wise, or you keeping it like?
So basically, I don't use the GoPro anymore. I got it in Argentina. I've got I bought myself a Sony A7, whatever. I just use that. And then I just try to film cheap. I try to travel cheap, film cheap. So I'm just trying to keep it like that. But I'm trying to build a team. Like I said to your boy before, if anyone, I'm trying to build like a film crew, and hopefully we can all like be financial free together.
Proper independent.
Yeah.
Would you ever like do something with like a production company, or you trying to keep it your thing?
You know what? I wouldn't mind doing something with a production company.
Vice or something.
The problem with the industry,
Vice.
It's a bit Vice. I wouldn't mind, but the problem with these people, you need to have your equity is the most important thing, bro. When you guys blow, because I truly believe you guys will blow.
You
gotta make sure you have your equity.
When
you sign your papers, you gotta make sure everything is valid towards you. It's proper towards you. You know what I mean? And
make sure our name's in the
ownership and equity. So if I network with Vice and that, it's gonna benefit them more than me. I'll tell you why, because I'm just like a little puppet.
Yeah, the prop.
You know what I
the
mean?
scheme.
But if my name's ringing bells, they're gonna need someone like me.
Yeah.
Because without me, they're not gonna make another, you know what I mean,
You know what I'm
raw viral video.
Raw, it's
Yeah,
raw.
yeah.
That's
You know
what I'm
what I
saying.
So in terms of answering your question, I'd rather be independent, you know?
Close it. Okay. Yeah.
I'd rather, like, in terms of answering your question, I'd rather stay independent.
Yeah.
If they come, they come, but I'd rather keep everything raw.
So you're kind of saying like right now it's kind of like business, where you're kind of work towards business.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are equal footing.
100%.
You've got bargaining power, so you can get what you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Saying leverage.
Leverage.
Yeah,
exactly
nah.
That's
you
what you're
said.
looking for, leverage.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
that's what we're looking for as well,
Same,
leverage.
innit?
Like
Yeah.
people to come to us and I'll be giving you this, like, you know, on a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what made you guys want to start a podcast? I'm gonna ask you.
I say it's just a space that is I feel like it's entertaining because you can chat to guys that you chat
Yeah.
to all the time anyway,
Yeah,
but you're doing it for people, talking, meeting other people.
yeah.
I think it's just fun and it can go somewhere at the same time, but it's more just fun anyway.
Yeah, I feel like it's fun as well. And plus, I like to see people's perspectives on things
Mm.
and their outlook on life. And it really interests me because obviously it's like wisdom. I'm gaining wisdom. Things you just told me now, I'm getting more wiser. You know what I'm
Waps.
saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that as well and get to speak to people, see what their life's been as well. You know what I'm saying?
I totally respect what you guys are doing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because it takes a lot of guts for people like you to actually be on a camera,
Mm-hmm.
to actually invite people on the show, and we're just learning ourselves.
You know
know
what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
learning. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So I
learning.
really
Every
appreciate
day's
what you guys
learning,
are
innit?
doing, man.
Yeah, man. And in terms of like your partner that you're with now,
Yeah.
she lives in South America.
Yeah. That's
So is
right.
that like it's kind of like a long distance relationship?
Yeah, it is.
say?
It's not really long distance because she's here anyway,
Okay.
but she's in like at the moment she's in South America.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is when I went to when I was filming last year, I went to South America with her, whatever, and then we meant to come here together. But because the pandemic hit hard, I got stuck in South America for 4 months last year, and I was like,
4 months.
yeah, I was like, fuck that, I need to come back here.
Yeah.
It's too much for me. I'm not being moved,
Yeah.
and I couldn't film because the lockdown was strict there, bro.
Yeah,
You need to
yeah.
have documentation to leave the house.
Okay.
It's not like the UK where you could like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
shot.
Free to move.
Little
Yeah.
exercise, yeah.
I'm getting Tesco, feds. You start doing squats on that. Bro. Nah, South America's deep. So she's meant to come over here, so she prefers to stay there with her family. But that's why I'm gonna go and see her in August or June or whatever.
Do you ever like a dream country to go to that you haven't been yet?
Dream country.
Yeah.
You know what? I wanna go back to Africa
Okay.
and do a proper African documentary. My aim is to start off in the East where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanna do Somalia. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I want to do
hit
Somalia. I want to do Kenya, but I want to do the whole of Africa, Congo, and I want to show
Ethiopia.
people what it's like to be African.
You know what I'm saying?
Not none of this like
There's a picture
Western.
painted. There's a picture painted.
Like I
Like
want
the
to.
westernized version of it.
Yeah, I want to go villages. I want to show the developments. I
Yeah.
want to show the roots of like Afro beats. You know what I mean? Like the slavery and that. To show people, look, like be proud of where you come from.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's
The
one
roots
of
of
my.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was saying there is a picture being painted on all of us. We just want to change the picture basically and
100%.
capture a new light on stuff.
100%.
And obviously, like as much as you travel around,
Yeah.
would you still say that like you're still from like Newham, East London, like no matter
100%.
where you go, like that just stays with you?
Always.
Okay. So like obviously you still listen to the same music.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah. Same music, you know what I mean? I'm still like road smart. I'm still alert. I'm always like,
You
Whenever-
plugged in.
yeah, like whenever I'm traveling, like I think you need to be road smart, innit?
You have to be
you
street
need to-
smart. That's
street
what
smart,
streetwise
yeah.
I think they call
Yeah.
it.
You have to, man, because obviously people will take you for vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like when I do go to these ghettos, like when I was in the one in Turkey, when I was in Brazil, even though I ran down the stairs, but at that moment I was a bit young.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cause I went to Brazil like in 2015, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Then Turkey I went last year. Argentina when I went to the ghettos and that, so I started to understand like you need to be street smart because you can't just randomly go to a ghetto. First of all, you got to know how to talk to people.
Mhm.
That's the first thing. Because when I went to the ghetto in Istanbul, I had to speak to certain people in a way where they lower the guard down, so my guard's gonna get lower. So now we're in the same energy.
Yeah, so you came with respect. You're
You
trying
know
to
what I
say.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Lead with respect.
when I do go, for example, when I go to India, I'm gonna go to one of the biggest slums in the world, and that's in Mumbai.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh yeah.
So exactly
Big
where it's
film.
filmed, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go there for 2 nights. I'm gonna sleep in there.
Okay.
And for
In the
me,
slums.
in the slums, and for me to go there, I had to get a connect online.
Okay.
So I got like a tour guide, but he's got a connect over there. I can't just rock up in those type of
Can't.
slums. Even in Pakistan, I'm going to a slum in Pakistan. These guys got AK-47s.
Yeah.
But for me to go there, I had to build a connect. So you got to talk to people in a particular.
You got that social capital. You're saying now. You got that now.
Yeah, and you got to be street smart, bro.
Yeah,
got to be street smart.
That is mad.
Yeah.
What about would you say you're like religious or spiritual? What kind of?
I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I believe in my religion. I don't discriminate any religion. I believe it all equal.
Yeah.
So I've been to countries like Poland, like they don't have halal. And Argentina, they got kind of halal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In Brazil, in Australia. So I respect every religion. I don't discriminate anything.
So from all the countries you've been in, have you seen like basically different Islamic behaviour, different kind of Muslims?
I've seen different kind of Muslims. I've learned more about different type of religions as well. Because in Brazil and Argentina, they got a lot of Catholics. You know what I mean, in Australia, it's more Western, like Christians. Yeah. In Turkey, it's mostly Islam, but they've got a bit of Jews. Yeah. When I was in Morocco, I didn't know that Moroccans have a lot of. You've been in Morocco? Yeah, I didn't even know that Morocco even have a lot of Jewish community over there. So I was more like intrigued to understand different religions and cultures. So yeah.
Do you think these different religions gave you more insight on life?
Yeah, bro. Like it was last year December. I made a documentary for the Jewish community in Stamford Hill.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, this year you was with this guy
Jewish guy. Yeah, so I was the first black guy to ever been in his house. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, I was like, but he said that to me, and I was like, what the fuck? And
he's in Stamford Hill.
He's in Stamford Hill. This guy's got money.
That just showed you how ignorant they are because they think it's a normal thing.
Yeah. But then when I was there, he's first of all, when his wife opened the door, her eyes just lit up. She was like, what the fuck's this guy
doing? They don't come out the yard.
Instead of that, she was like, there's a black guy in the house, man.
Yeah.
Stamford Hill is a very enclosed community.
Yeah, but it's mad though. There's community, you know but then it's so close to Tottenham at the same time.
It's so close to Tottenham and Hackney where it's just culturalised.
It's an enclosed community. So the reason why I went there, so I had this concept. I was trying to do like a London documentary in it. I was trying to go to every interesting area in London. That's including Brixton, Peckham, Stratford, Hackney, whatever. I thought Tottenham as well, wouldn't mind. N17, N15, I was going to go there. And my aim was to start off with Stamford Hill with the Jewish community because it's the biggest Jewish community in Europe, bro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, bro. The biggest Jewish community outside of Israel is in New York, where Biggest from. Not far from where Biggest from, innit? In Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Flatbush, Bed-Stuy, it's not far from there. Then the second is in London.
Okay.
So I thought, let me go to London and let me go there and film. So I went there. Everyone just ignored me. I said, hello, I want to film. People put their head down. A lot of people want to talk behind cameras. I'm like, bro, like you can just say this in front of the camera. They wasn't happy, you know.
Yeah.
Their community is very enclosed. Then I went to one shop, and then this guy said to me, look, my father-in-law will be interested. Come to this address the next day. I said, okay. I said, look, I'm not going to come by myself. He said, why? I said, I don't know. I'm going to come with two guys. So I came with my cousin and one other guy.
So to feel safe?
Just to feel safe. Not being rude. Like, they don't receive people in the houses. So I went there with two black guys, and then we had a bit of negotiating, you know, like the guy was like, are you sure you meant to come by yourself? I said, no, security wise. And then going into the house, the wife's eyes just lit up. She's never seen black guys in the house before. She was like, where are you from? I said, from London. Then she asked me a question. She said, what's your name? I'm like, because I'm Muslim, innit? And you know, Islam, like, Muslims and Jews don't really get along because of the Palestinian conflict. I said, I got into her. I said, look, like, my name's Amir. She said, Amir?
Did she clock straight away?
She said, Amir. I said, yeah. She said, that's a Muslim name. I said, yeah, I'm Muslim. Okay. She said, okay, come inside.
Reluctantly?
Yeah. I was like, oh. So I sat down and then we was talking. And the guy was telling me about the Jewish, the Holocaust. His family members got killed in Germany, in Poland. He came over here. He was telling me about the conflict between Palestine. So I was educating myself from what he was telling me. So when I was there, I was like, wow, this is actually interesting because to be the first coloured person to go in a Jewish man's house, I was like, what the fuck? I'm not being moved. They live different, bro.
Yeah.
They got no TV, bro. They got no TV.
Mad.
Yeah, Jewish people. Yeah,
they live a slow life.
Bro, they got no TV. They got no TV. They just have a clock. The guy had some old like phone or something.
It's crazy.
Like a dial phone, like on a dial.
Yeah, and they can't touch the light. And I think they can't touch the light at a particular time of the day.
I swear.
I thought,
you spoke to a Jewish man before?
A lot of set rules.
Have you
and
spoken
stuff.
to him before?
A Jewish person?
Yeah.
Not really, no.
That's what I'm saying, G.
I haven't ever really experienced a Jewish person before.
I ain't spoke to no like. That's mad.
They're interesting.
It's
but
mad.
I feel like they're closed off. Like
See, I couldn't
got
tell
their
you.
community. Yeah,
mad,
I don't
like.
think I have.
But you know what it is? I don't really blame them because obviously they've been through a lot.
They have.
We've been through a lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's also good to understand where they come from.
That's what I'm saying.
And understand their background.
Yeah.
Because maybe you like it a lot, they live in our city.
Yeah.
And when you go past Hackney Stamford Hill, you walk past them all the time.
I always see them all the time. They got their little families. Like they seem very like family.
They're very family like oriented, but they're very enclosed.
It's mad though.
Yeah, it's mad, bro.
They're just there, fam.
Yeah,
Literally, I've seen them all my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like they're in a different kind of world at the same time.
It's crazy
They
because
ain't got to leave Stamford Hill. The community that they built, they ain't got to come out.
It's so interesting because the guy said to me they got their own hospital.
Yeah, their own ambulance.
They got their own security, their own ambulance, their own police. Like when I was there filming, I got lost in Stamford Hill because it's a big area.
Yeah.
It's weird because Stamford Hill, you got the ends, then you got Jewish like people, then you got a mosque over there. So I'm like, wow, it's just like everyone's, but no one was clashing. So I got lost because I couldn't find his address. So I got lost on the first day when I was filming. I apologise.
Okay.
And then I ended up outside some Jewish school. But I've got my camera in it, and then the security guard looked at me. I was like, oh fuck. He might call police on me or something. It looks a bit weird, isn't it? 6'2" black guy with a camera in front of a primary school. It's like paedophilia type of stuff. So I was like, I didn't know it was a school, innit? I just see the signs, so I got lost. And then security must have came around. So what are you doing? You can't film. I said, no, I'm not filming. I'm just bloody walking around the neighborhood. You know, I'm trying to film the neighborhood. So this is a privately Jewish school, innit? I said, I don't want no problems with the Jewish people, but put the camera on the side. And then I realised that they got their own security, their own police in the middle of London.
Yeah.
But
Do you feel like your camera brings upon like negative interest? They see your camera, they think, oh God, what's this guy up to?
You know, I think they're just...
It's about the intentions, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about the intentions. And at the same time, they're intrigued or saying, why is a guy holding a camera? Especially a coloured person.
Yeah.
If I was like a normal white person, they're going to lower the guard down.
Yeah,
because they think it's a tourist.
Yeah.
But I was just a bit rolled. I wore like an all black Adidas trackie. So they're thinking, what's this guy doing? So, you know.
It's like if a black guy comes into like a block in Brixton, he's just got his camera, everyone's going to be like, what's he doing? Everyonene's going to think like, what's his intention?
You're not going to think that he's causing any harm, just thinking, what's this guy doing?
He's a police. That's the first thing. Are you police?
Are you police? Are you undercover? They say you're undercover.
If not, like, they tap you down or something.
That's what I'm saying. That's mad how different people are.
Yeah.
Just colour can literally just change the conversation straight away.
100%.
That is crazy. Do you speak any languages?
I speak a bit of Spanish because of her.
Yeah.
A bit of French. I know some French words, and that's it.
Have you been France?
Yeah, I've been France.
You just like get the words just to get by and that.
Yeah, sometimes like whenever I go to countries like Turkey and Morocco, I just know like the basics. Like hello, how are you?
McDonald's.
Yeah, Melaba. Like make sure. I think. Yeah, Gulu Gule. What? You been Turkey?
No, I haven't, but I got
from
a
North
Turkish
London,
friend.
innit? North London,
okay.
Turkish friend.
That's thank you, innit? No, that's bye bye. Gule
Yeah, Gule is bye bye. Yeah.
Teshikule is thank you.
I think so.
Yeah,
There's a lot to learn.
Big.
I just try to know like the basic words in every country that I go to, and I think the reason why is just to show a sign of respect. Because whenever I travel to these countries, I don't try to talk English. Because first of all, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
If I was to go to Jamaica, I want to speak your motherly tongue.
Yeah.
If you used to come to my mum's country in Uganda, don't try to speak English. Like, like what are you doing? Like,
you're trying to reach a certain level of
100%,
understanding.
100%.
And obviously, you keep saying lower their guard down so they can be more comfortable to talk. Yeah, no, definitely.
They respect that you tried, that you've done that
and
effort.
They appreciate it.
See, when you're filming in these countries and these other cultures, say like for example Jewish community or some other communities, do you ever feel like you're trying so hard to like understand these cultures, where some of these cultures don't try to understand ours type thing? Do you ever have that?
Yeah. Like when I was filming the Jewish community, the guy was he was like asking me certain questions about Black Lives Matter and all this type of stuff. And I tried to explain to him, you know what I mean? Like the reason why people are protesting is because we've been through depression for many, many years. You know what I mean? I've been stopped and searched for no reason. Yeah. Sometimes I walked in the street, police officer said, "Oh, you match the description. Officer, are you bored?" Like seriously.
I see free.
Yeah, like are you bored, officer? And then it's just like, it's always about a lack of education, you know what I mean? Because like when I do film, a lot of people don't really understand like Black people or like Asian people. Like when I went to Turkey, they were like, "Oh, you're from London." I said, "Yeah, but originally from East Africa." They were like, "Oh, but like, you're from London." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're not listening to what I'm trying to say." You know what I mean? And then they're like, "Oh," then some of the girls would like touch my hair and that. But you know what it is? It all comes down to education. That's the problem, because a lot of people are not educated. Some people are educated, but they're very arrogant. You know what I mean? So
Is that what you've like conditioned yourself to believe in?
yeah.
That it's just
That's
a lack
what I
of
think.
like education.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like I said before, like no one's born racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just around your surroundings.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
No,
But then when I was to
believe
go,
that as well.
for example, if I was to go to India and they're like, "Oh, f off you nigga, or whatever,"
Yeah.
that's down to them, innit?
Mhm.
But I know my worth, innit? But at the
Yeah.
same time, either he's saying that because maybe he's bored, or maybe it's either envy, or maybe he's educated, or maybe he's not educated. You know what I mean? So there's always different type of elements.
I see it as that the Indian people might as well as themselves be what should you say, oppressed in a certain way, but so I'll just say it's more ignorant from them
Yeah.
to oppress you when they're in themselves being oppressed.
Yeah,
And I see that as it's very ignorant as well in itself.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand that. That's what when I see like Eastern Europeans being racist to black guys, I'm like, what? You guys get oppressed yourself. Why are you not in unity with us? You know what I'm saying? And it's quite sad to see because they're now trying to edge off to the white side of things in terms of they're trying to get the majority of the whites and oppress the black people. That's how I see it.
I think a lot of people don't understand us in general in terms of like the black culture. A lot of people don't understand black people. They just think, oh yeah, like, you know, selling drugs, rapping, whatever. Man, it's deeper than that.
Yeah.
You gotta look back towards slavery, and you gotta go a bit forward towards the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's like different type of eras where we've been evolving, and where they've limited us. You know what I mean, to evolve. So, but what you guys are doing again, you guys are starting off something beautiful. Like you're doing a podcast, but you guys need to understand the beauty of what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's the same thing what I'm doing as well. Understand the beauty of what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, of what I'm doing, because right now we live in an era, we live in a digital normal era, bro.
Yes, we are.
So in this era, the camera is the most important thing right now.
I say it's one of the most
You know
powerful.
what I mean? Because without this, the world is
nothing
not
happens.
watching.
Yeah.
So when George Floyd is getting killed, there's a innocent, forget the color of him, bro. There's an innocent human being that's been killed, but it's been filmed. You know what I mean? Imagine if that camera wasn't there. You know what I mean?
You're just
saying.
inside the whole change Black
That's what I'm
Lives
saying.
Matter protest,
But then
all of that.
the same thing with Mark Duggan. Imagine like we didn't get that footage of the police actually shooting him and man stepping out the car. Imagine those things when Raheem Sterling is playing against Man United and then the Man United or fans are shouting at him, you know what I mean? So we live in an era where we can actually make the most of the resources that we have. So we live in a digital era and we're never gonna get this back.
You know what I'm saying?
So we have a voice. We have a voice.
Yeah, it's literally giving us a platform to speak on, and obviously we're using this platform.
100%, and especially us as like coloured people in general, even the Asian community, the black community, Asian, whatever, everyone's doing something.
Yeah.
Like Dutch, I respect what he's doing. Whatever, Dutch, like Dutch,
yeah.
regardless of whatever he done,
Yeah.
but he's the first, bro. Like Dutch, I'll tell you one thing about Dutch. I don't know him, but he's the first guy that's blown in a short period of time.
Just so quickly.
So quick. You know what
Would
I mean?
you say that's because he slightly maybe fed off the name of his cousin because his cousin Steph London?
Yeah.
You feel like that's giving him slightly a bigger platform?
You know what? Okay, even though he's got a sister that's up there, yeah. But if you see Dutch here, like I don't know him. I just know of him.
Okay.
As a entertainment guy.
As an artist, yeah.
As an artist. So this guy, he's come out of jail. I don't know what he's done. Then he's put up a couple songs. He's ringing bells. But for him to get Australian rappers, 1-4, yeah, to jump on a remix and then to make another remix with Albanian rappers and a rapper from Pakistan and Bangladesh.
Marketing. I see that as marketing.
Bro. The guy is intelligent in terms of bringing people together. Then I think the first people to ever get Australian rappers, I think it was Burner from Clapham Junction with M24 and you know what I mean? And then you got Tiny Boots from Peckham. That's smart what Burner done as well because he's networking. What you guys are doing with me is networking, and what I'm doing with you is networking as well.
It's gaining more capital. I call it social capital.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the same thing. Like we live in an era where it's digital, but we need to use our resources. So,
and as a person, we are resources as well. We are.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because we engage with different people we wouldn't necessarily engage with.
100%.
I'm seeing your views. Your views are going to see us, and our views are going to see you. Now.
Vice versa,
You know
networking.
Know what I'm saying?
Networking.
What kind of music you listening to though?
Not gonna lie to you, I listened to only one person for the last 2 years, and that's Nipsey Hussle.
Come on.
That's him.
I'm me.
That's the only.
I know as well.
All of his mixtapes, bro. Cranshaw, you know what I mean? The Marathon, all the old ones.
Yeah, the message.
And then apart from Nipsey, I listen to a lot of Tupac and Biggie.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar like him, but overall, I just say Nipsey because
I'm hearing guys with a message.
Yeah,
message on the
man.
music.
Because Nipsey, like, rest in peace to him. You get me? They killed him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this guy had a vision, and if you see his vision, the way he speaks in his interviews, the guy's got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
He's well educated, and he's
Clued
like.
up.
He's clued up, and he's like one of us because he came from the slums, but he made the most of what he had.
Yeah.
If you think about Nipsey, man sold his CDs for what $100 something or something, and then Jay-Z bought like 100 copies.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was like, "What the fuck? Like, who's this guy?" Nipsey was gonna go jail. I think he went to Jamaica. Then he came back. And then he started off with like Crenshaw, the clothing.
Yeah.
And then from the
Marathon
clothing,
thing.
the marathon, but that all implemented under his niche, and that's Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Nipsey's the only one that I actually listen to, bro.
So you don't just listen to music for the sort of sound. You listen to the message.
Motivation, bro.
Motivation,
Yeah.
power is pumped.
Yeah, man.
That's lit.
Motivation.
So not like hearing any in the UK what they're pushing right now.
In the UK, I think the only artist that I really like right now is Ard Ads from Brixton,
Okay, yeah.
because man's got a lot of pain, bro.
Yeah.
And he's talking real stuff. Dutch, but obviously
Yeah.
a little whatever.
They've got a message. You
I
got
don't
pain
like
as well.
Dave.
You don't like Dave.
But do you respect?
I'm not being rude to Dave, yeah, but I don't really, I can't relate
You can't relate to his
terms
pain.
of, because when I listen to Ard Ads, like man's talking
more
about
struggle?
he shared like £1 or £2 something, like when he's rapping with his boys. He wore a jacket, he had holes in, you know what I mean? Like man was hustling.
Struggle.
And I was going through that, bro. Like there's times when we were all young, like we had £2.50, like we'll go halves.
Yeah.
So that's that real music.
Yeah.
So I'll say Ard Ads in the UK, bro.
You can all relate to struggle and not.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
man.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Do you rate like how the scene's moving, what they kind of black
100%,
people are doing for themselves and that?
100%. What everyone's doing in the UK, it's amazing. But there's one bad thing. I don't know if the audience is gonna hate me, but there's a lot of envy in terms of us black people. I don't care what people have to say. You can comment in a video or something.
Your opinion.
Like the thing with us black people, we when you see another person that's doing well, people always question, how's he doing that? How's she doing that? Especially your own people. That's what hurts. And then when you're evolving, people want to get to know you. You know what I mean? And then when you make it, people want to ask for shout-outs. But when you're on a come up for bringing,
Ask for bringing. How
Yeah.
none of you brought me. in.
But then when you're asking for a shout-out, when I started BlackmanDaTraveller, I was like, yo, guys, can you like repost one of my stuff? And then I'll do the same thing. Because I'm an energy type of person. I'm a people's person. People will repost my thing, I will repost their thing. Or people won't even, they'll read the message, they'll be like, nah. But then when they see me getting certain views and I'm jumped on certain podcasts, they're thinking, wow, this guy's actually doing something. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. No. I see your energy.
Because you know what it is? The no is fair enough.
Yeah.
The no's alright. You can tell me no. But then don't
yeah.
hop on the bandwagon later. That's all it is. That's how I see it as. Because
Yeah.
no is alright. Not everyone's going to say yes to what you're
100%.
saying. But
I think the thing with the UK, like shout out Chunks as well, what he's doing.
it's amazing for him.
Actually, Chunks was actually started off from the mud, and he's actually
I remember
doing
seeing him like 4 years ago on
Yeah, man.
Snapchat and all just evolving.
Shout out
Shows you what
Chunks,
hard work
man.
does, man.
Chunks, what he's doing. Shout out, what's this other guy? What's this girl? ZZ Mill. Shout her out as well.
Okay,
You know what I mean, because
Powerful.
she's got a platform that she's
Good
doing
platform.
well.
Yeah, she
But the
does.
problem with these people, a lot of them, I'm not saying ZZ and Chunks, but a lot of people in the industry, they don't really want to bring in the up and coming people.
Yeah.
They just want to keep their circle, and they just want to be the
What's
voice
relevant?
Yeah.
and irrelevant. But then you got people like us that's trying to do something.
And use a platform and trying to use a platform
you know
to
what I
voice
mean?
other people's things. Yeah.
That's the thing about, especially the UK. I think people don't really help each other. But
Yeah,
when you're in America and you're a rapper, everyone's fucking with everyone.
Yeah.
Because America, it's like, if I'm eating, you're eating too.
Yeah.
You got guys from Philly like Meek Mill that will probably rap with Little Dirt from Chicago.
Yeah.
That's proper networking.
Yeah, it is.
America's different. But
They're
in the
looking
UK,
for unity, man.
Unity. But over here, there's a lot of
Division.
Envy and
yeah,
hate,
envy
man.
and divinity.
And then you wonder, where does it actually come from?
I don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. That's a deeper question.
I don't even know. But that's the same thing with the rap industry over here, because there's a lot of good rappers in North London, Tottenham and Wood Green. There's a lot of good rappers in South London, in Newham, where I'm from. But there's a lot of rappers that can't rap with each other because of postcode wars.
Yeah.
But just imagine if J House from my area done a tune with Kojo from Custom House.
Yeah.
I'd be sick. But it can't happen because of
pride.
Yeah.
pride and personal things.
Yeah.
We've seen in the American culture a lot of those feuds have been kind of ending in that, but it's not really happened here.
Yeah.
and I don't think it will. So it's mad that you say that.
How do you feel like we get out of that conditioned behaviour of Postcode? Or do you think there's a way out, or do you think it's going to
The
be
older
like this?
generation needs to speak up, and they're the only ones that can actually, have a voice, because the younger generation, a lot of people are lost in it. A lot of people don't have youth centres. A lot of people don't have places to go. Because when I was young, I had youth centres, and I'm 27. So I remember like when I had Tony Blair, that idiot when he was in power. Sorry, bro. Like when he was in power, taking us to war with Iraq. There's a country that's 2 continents down the road. Like what we getting to fight for? But we had youth centres at that time. And that time, Newham was not divided. Newham was together.
Okay.
So rest in peace, Stevie Lewis, the one that died. But when he got killed, the beef escalated, and then when all these personal people had personal feuds, they escalated a bit more. So the only way that certain parts of London can actually unify and work together, it's up to the elders. Either my generation or older than me to say, look guys, enough's enough, let's unify. Because if you unite 2 different postcodes, if you got a sick rapper, you guys are from like,
North.
So let's say like you're from Enfield, yeah. Let's say if you guys got a good rapper from Enfield, and you got a good rapper from Edmonton or whatever. Just imagine like 2 sick rappers from Enfield and Edmonton unifying.
It gives powers, man.
It's power, and you're bringing a message, and you're gonna make money, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna make money.
And at the end of the day, the people want to make money, man.
Saying.
And they're being an example to the other postcodes, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's do this, man.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't even know why they're beefing, bro.
Yeah, they don't. That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of YGs that like, why are you beefing? That's the other side, bro. Do you even understand the fundamental reason why you're beefing?
They don't know why they're beefing. Postcode
There's a lot of kids that don't understand, and drill slightly plays a part. I don't care what anyone says.
I feel like it does as well. I agree with you on that.
Drill
Definitely
music plays a part, bro. Plays a part.
How do you think it plays a part?
Double-edged sword, though, innit?
It's the lyrics, bro. Like it's just certain lyrics, like you're talking about shooting man in a 4-4. I don't know what these guys are talking about. 4-4 doors, and like, back in my day, but I don't remember people riding out in 4-4 doors, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, bro.
With the straight knives.
Straight knives, or just he's got a thing. Go to him, you know what I mean? But now it's just like drill's it's been exploited.
I feel like maybe the American drill is slightly come down to England. Yeah. And now that's why they're talking about the 4-4s and the guns and that.
Yeah.
Because I know English culture, maybe the postcode was to be usually knives, as you were saying.
Yeah.
But now, westernized culture.
If you think about drill started from Chicago, Chief Keef, Little Reese, Jojo, those guys. And then Chief Keef actually got famous from that, you know what I mean? Jojo died, rest in peace, when he got killed. Little Reese blew, Little Dirk blew from drill. But Little Dirk's not doing drill music right now. Because he's being versatile, so he's using his head.
Yeah.
Because you can't make money from one bloody genre. You got to be versatile.
Commercial.
Stormzy's versatile. Because he can do Afro, he can do church, he can do this. He's
singing all that.
He's a very intelligent guy. You know what I mean? So the thing is with the UK, a lot of UK artists can only do drill music. They're not that versatile, but they've got the talent. But at the same time, a lot of them, what they're rapping about killing each other. A lot of people are mocking off other people's deaths. So then the industry...
And that's not going on radio.
It's not going on radio, but then the industry will only pick up the songs that are going viral, that everyone's going to, stream off. So I think drill's okay, but it plays a part in gang culture, bro.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could make you a violent person.
So it's a branch on the tree, definitely.
Yeah.
In terms of what we were talking about before, like the ignorance and just, I'd say racism and just learning each other's cultures and that, what would you say is next for that? Like, what we got to do? Is it more the stuff that you're doing, just going into cultures and spreading that message, or?
I think us as humans, I think the first thing I'll say to battle all this down, I think self-knowledge is very important. I mean, education is very important. You can't fight racism wherever you go, bro. It's impossible, bro. Bro, like there's even probably racist people down the road when we're living. You know what I mean? Like when we come out of here, you might get the odd black person might hit on us.
Yeah.
There's even racism. Mate, there's even racism within our community, but we don't know that.
No,
but there's a lot of envy. You might get the Asian person might hate, like for example, the Pakistanis and the Indians don't get along. Why? That's all like culture.
Yeah,
but the only way to fight this is just like education, bro, innit? So I don't know, man.
And people got to be willing to learn, though. That's all it is. As I was saying, people are ignorant. They're not willing to learn. They're not willing to flipping go away from the condition that they've been put into.
It's like the information's out there, so you've took it upon yourself
to
go find that information and go learn it.
It's all out there, man.
A lot of people ain't trying to.
They're not trying to hear it.
That's true. Because that's that's the main reason why I'm doing this. I'm trying to start something beautiful.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm trying to start something beautiful for us as colored person to have a voice. Say, wow, like we getting recognition, we're getting recognition in the industry.
Because what you're doing, like, you could be looked at as an icon because you're putting yourself in these positions of real fear, real danger. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And obviously you're coming out of it stronger, wiser. You know what I'm saying? And experienced up. Yeah. So it's powerful what you're doing, and obviously you're giving us wisdom, both of us.
Hey, it's raw, it's authentic. Like when you watch stuff like Bear Grylls, man's got security probably around the corner.
Security around everything.
Man's got security. Like when I go to Pakistan and Karachi, in the ghetto, I might have a link. Yeah, but I'm not gonna go there. And it's not all gonna be staged.
Not ganged
off. I don't do stage filming. Everything's raw and authentic.
Something happens. Your camera's going.
So we're trying to start something beautiful. Same what you guys are doing as well. You're doing something that's unique and different. You're bringing in people on your platform that's got a voice. You know what I mean? But those people that's got a voice, everyone's versatile and different.
I'm saying.
So what you guys are doing is something beautiful as well.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, different perspectives on life, man, and that's what you're giving us today. We never really had a traveller or anything around your aura, you know what I'm saying?
Big energy. Where can they find you?
Where can they find me? Basically, so my Instagram is Blackman_the_Traveller, so Blackman_DA_the_Traveller. My YouTube name is Blackman_DA_the_Traveller. www.BlackmanDaTraveller.com.
Everything.
That's the website.
I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
They look out for you, You got stuff coming?
Yeah, basically India. 4 months, end of the year, if I don't get killed in India and Pakistan.
I need to see it. Now, we might have to come with you on the journey.
But if you want to come, man.
Bro, I won't go with them.
You're more than welcome. More than welcome.
I want to experience some stuff, man. There's a beautiful world we got here, man. There's a big world as well.
Big
we're
world,
just stuck in London on one corner of the world.
London's a big bubble. A lot of people don't understand that. Come out of your comfort zone. And guys, I really want to appreciate what these guys are doing. You get me? Rambo's talking. Check out their platform.
Sweet
Make
Talking
sure you comment, like,
Tyrion. Obviously, that's me. You might not know, but that is me. No, it's fine. But that's us, man. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for putting me on your platform. I appreciate it.
Like, subscribe, everything. Run up on the Spotify.
See ya.